Good morning. So our topic for today is about introduction to aquaculture. For the learning objectives of this topic, after the discussion, you will learn to define the meaning of aquaculture. Number two is to identify and differentiate aquaculture facilities. Number three, identify and explain the three major phases of aquaculture. And lastly, is to explain the importance of aquaculture. So during the discussion, you will meet different terminologies or words in this topic. The first one is the meaning of aquaculture, which is the science, art, and business of cultivating marine or freshwater food fish or shellfish, such as oysters, clams, salmon, and trout, under controlled conditions. Next is brackish water. So when you say brackish water, it is a water with an intermediate salinity between seawater and freshwater. The next one is concrete, a well-proportioned mixture of cement, aggregates, and water that is used in construction of aquaculture structure and other facilities. Next is food security, which any act or approach that addresses the sufficiency of fish, food, or any fishery product at reasonable cost. Next is freshwater, water with consistently negligible salinity. And last, we have the salinity, which an expression for the concentration of soluble minerals and chloride in water or soil, usually expressed as parts per thousand or ppt. So let's start with the introduction or the beginning of aquaculture in the Philippines. Due to pollution and other wrong practices depleting the resources of the sea, aquaculture or fish farming became an alternative, and it has become an important activity of fish, especially the fisher folk. Aquaculture in the Philippines has a long history and involves many species and culture systems. It is generally accepted that the earliest fish ponds were brackish water, growing milkfish using naturally occurring fry from tidal waters. For a very long time, aquaculture in the Philippines was virtually synonymous with milkfish culture, specifically in brackish water ponds, relying totally on natural food. So raising aquatic products has improved through time because of the technologies and researches made by many government agencies. The initiatives were a collaboration between government and the fisher folks. So in this topic, there are things that need to be considered in aquaculture or what we call fish farming, which is or such as fishery tools and equipment, their maintenance, estimation, and basic calculation, layout of ponds, pens, and cages, and safety nets. All these make up the path of business smooth and productive. So now let's start with the importance of aquaculture. One of the importance of aquaculture is what we call food security. With the growing number of our population, the demand for fish food and other fishery products is also increasing. So this demand is even aggravated due to the worsening condition of our natural resources caused by rampant pollution in our environment and destructive fishing activities. So aquaculture plays a vital role in terms of food security. So much supply of fish and other fishery products in the market comes from aquaculture. So from fish, crustaceans, mollusks, and the seaweeds, aquaculture augments the declining supply coming from natural sources. And as the supply becomes bigger, fishery products become available to the populace at a more affordable price. Next importance of aquaculture is what we call the economic growth. So the trade generated by aquaculture industries helps in building a dynamic economy. So aquaculture is flourishing due to the great demand for fish food. So as a result, huge amount of taxes are collected by the government that is used to support other programs, infrastructures, and research in the country, which is um, related to aquaculture. Next is foreign exchange earnings. So under this importance, many fishery products are being exported to other countries, particularly in Middle East, since fish and other fishery products are certified halal food. So Muslims communities outside the country are the primary target of an aquaculture industries. The last important is what we call the income and the employment also. So a great number of opportunity for the people in the country of the Philippines are very dependent on aquaculture as a source of their livelihood. So some opted to venture in aquaculture such as backyard fish, farming for an additional income. Moreover, it also creates employment for people through aquaculture. So jobs from um, for us for farm technicians as laborers or workers, farm managers and supervisors are created in this job or in this work. Next subtopic under introduction to aquaculture is the aquaculture facilities. So one of the aquaculture facilities is what we call fish cage. So fish cage is an enclosure for rearing fish made of nets and ropes sewn together to form a structure that resembles an inverted mosquito net. So it is constructed in a body of water using frames made of wooden or bamboo poles, galvanized iron or what we call GI, or polyvinyl chloride or PVC pipes, and provided with mooring lines, anchors, and flotation. The next is what we call fish pen. So a fish pen is an artificial aquaculture unit consisting of poles firmly arranged with net enclosure and constructed in a shallow body of water. Next, aquaculture facility is what we call fish pond. So fish pond is an aquaculture facility totally enclosed with dikes and provided with water gates and supply canal for efficient control of water. And last, we have the fish tank. So these aquaculture facilities are any large concrete, a fiberglass, or steel containers of liquids for culturing fish and other aquatic plants and animals. Next subtopic under introduction to aquaculture is what we call the three major phase of aquaculture. So we have the first one, which is fish propagation. So this is the natural or artificial method of promoting or enhancing reproduction and survival of fish and the other aquatic products. So it includes keeping, maintaining, and spawning breeders in tanks or ponds. Also, hatching the eggs in hatchery facilities and nursing the delicate larvae up to a size suitable for stocking in the grow out of rearing areas are part of this stage. Next is what we call the fish cultivation. So when you say fish cultivation, this is the rearing of fish and other aquatic products from a very young stage like fry and fingerlings to marketable size. So it is done in fresh, brackish water and marine waters in many of the rearing contraptions or structures. The last one is what we call the fish conservation. So when you say fish conservation, it is the public control and maintenance of the various fisheries where fish and other fishery products are derived. So its work should be designed for sustainable yield of fish like The continuous use of fish pond without proper maintenance lowers the productivity of the soil. So the effect, or in effect, this loosens the capacity of to produce fish. Another is exploiting inland waters such as lakes, river, reservoir, mangrove areas, swamplands, coves, and coastal waters. So without instituting conservation measures, the result is the depletion of the resources. So because of this, our public properties, they are potential fish culture areas. So this should be protected from aquatic pollution, the dumping of toxic materials hazardous to fish and other aquatic life, including people health. Next subtopic is the most important in introduction to aquaculture, which is entitled The Common Fishes in the Philippines, or available in the market in the Philippines. So what are these common fishes? So the first one is what we called alumahan. So an alumahan, or this is a mackerel species, belong to the same fish family as tunas, and they are widely common in the Philippines and are generally found in shallow coastal waters. So the alumahan fish is available in public market, usually priced at 280 per kilo. Next is bisugo. So bisugo, species are commonly found in the tropical and salty waters in the Indian and Western Pacific Ocean, which vary in sizes as well. So they are relatively popular in the Philippines market because they are versatile for many dishes. So the bisugo fish is available in the market, usually priced at 350 per kilo. Next is what we call the salay. Okay, so these species are small and somewhat easy to catch, although their meat is slightly coarse. They belong in a scad family and are known for the distinct yellow details in their bodies and tails. So the salay fish is available in public markets, usually priced at 380 per kilo. Next is the galunggong. So this fish is extremely popular in the Philippine market, especially with the masses, as they are relatively inexpensive and remarkably tasty. So they are found in salt water, especially in northern eastern Palawan and in Navotas, dubbed as the country's fishing capital. So the galunggong fish is available in the public market, usually priced at 60 pesos per half kilo. The next one is what we call salmon. So there are thread fin salmon around Philippine waters, but most of these fishes are imported and increasingly becoming popular. So the salmon fish is available in public market, usually priced at 650 per kilo. Next is what we call bangus, or milkfish. So bangus is an important seafood in the Pacific, with the Philippines even has a bangus festival in the Gupan, where there is a major milkfish aquaculture festival, or what we call aquaculture industry. So this fish has olive green screen with silvery scales with a milky white bottom. So the bangus fish is available in public market, usually priced at 130 per kilo. Next is dalagang bukid. So this fish got its name because of its unique red color. So the color red is often used in describing a Filipino farm girls wearing a red wrap, a round skirt in the province. So the dalagang bukid fish is available in the public market, usually priced at 280 per kilo, regular price. and 380 per kilo for dalagang lapad, a bigger and a fatter fish of the same kind. The next one is what we call dilis or anchovy. So this type of fish is extremely popular in the Philippine market, especially to be used as a spicy bar, chow, or as a toppings on rice. So the dilis fish is common in shallow salted or saltwater reef. So dilis is available in the public market, usually priced at 200 per kilo. We also have yellow fin. So the big eye tuna is of the same species of the yellowfin tuna. So does also having a yellow dorsal fin and is more commonly in Philippine markets to be identified as yellowfin tuna. So this fish is commonly found in the open waters of all tropical and temperate oceans. So the yellowfin fish is available in the market or public market, usually priced at 230 per kilo. Next, we have the kitang. So this flatfish is a popular brackish water fish with a silver bronze body with black spots. So Philippine dishes, it is usually cooked with vinegar. The process is called paksiw in Tagalog. So the kitang fish is available in the public markets, usually priced at 200 per half a kilo. Next is what we called maya maya. So this type of fish is popular in the Philippine market due to their delicate and flavorful white meat. So they usually vary in size that can either be small or big. So they are known for their vivid and distinct red color and are commonly found in salty environments and shallow reef. So the maya maya fish is available in public market, usually priced at 350 per kilo. Next, we have also sapsap. So this type of fish is usually characterized by their slimy bodies, small scales, and a widely extending mouth. So they only grow under 6 inches in length because of its abundant population in its natural habitat. The shallow coastal water. So this feed is also usually used for various food cuisines, especially in the country. So the sapsap fish is available in the public market, usually priced at 380 per kilo. Then we also have the tulingan. So with its vertical stripes at the back, deeply forked tail, and a small velvety touch of scale. So this fish is usually found off shores of both temperate and tropical seas, commonly swimming with a school across the deep ocean. So the tulingan fish is available in the public market, usually priced at 60 pesos per half a kilo. Then we have the hiwas or what we call tahas. So this type of fish is usually found in a muddy, salty water and often in deep water. So they are often mistaken for the sapsap fish due to their similar features, flat body and big head, but the hiwas was protruding belly. So the hiwas fish is available in a public market, usually priced at 150 per half a kilo. Then we have what we call the lapu-lapu or what we call grouper. So a grouper or lapu-lapu are highly valued type of fish because of their white, flaky flesh, which is usually distributed in market either dead or fresh. So they are commonly found in salt water and are hard to raise because of their carnivorous nature. So a famous dish using this fish is escabeche or pickled fried fish. So the lapu-lapu fish is available in the public market, usually priced at 450 per kilo. Then we have salmonete. So this type of fish has distinct bright red color, scale, and yellow stripe on its body, usually caught near the shore. So their white meat is delicate to cook and is often prepared in a paksiw dish. So the salmonete fish is available in the public market, usually priced at 380 per kilo. We also have the tilapia. So covering the 4.30% of the inland contribution of fishery last 2016, this fish is obviously one of the most abundant fish that can be found in the Philippine archipelago. So the term tilapia, however, covers nearly hundreds of different species in general. So the tilapia fish is available in public market, usually priced at 60 pesos per half a kilo for the regular size and 135 per kilo for the large size. And the last one is what we called the tawili. So this fish is endangered. So this type of fish is a migratory that can only be found in the Philippines. So in Lake Taal, which is the third largest lake in the country. So the fish was announced endangered on January 2019 and it's now illegal to be bought and sold in the market. So that's the end of our topic, Introduction to Aquaculture. Thank you.